games, the joy that came with it, and they can brainwashed also, so to speak, or orientated in a particular way. It will be difficult to reorientate them to go to the stadium. So I'm saying the internet could be an easier means to doing that. Since it's difficult to get terrestrial TV right now, or it looks quite far-fetched, why not get the one that is available to us right now, which is the internet? Let's do that first and see how it works. It might not be even streaming the live matches at first. How about little advertisements of short clips? I mean, people don't even know PFL players, but you could have wonder goals published on social media and people see them. It could be a Twitter handle, a massive Twitter handle. The NPFL becomes so popular on Twitter. I mean, there's a particular club which I admire currently on Twitter, in the NNL.
In the whole of Africa,
you can imagine.
They are, I think, 37th or so, and number one in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Nobody comes close to them.
So a lot of clubs already know who Manchester FC are, even without even going to their stadia. So these are the things I'm talking about. If the NPFL can be pushed online, I mean, this is for this class of the young people, because eventually the bulk of people who watch games are from this class, the young persons who have the time to watch them. I mean, the older people watch football, we know. Wonder goals, they post them, defensive tackles and saves and everything.
All right, let's now get back to the phone lines. Today's Sports Live, good evening. Today's Sports Live, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Chris. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Chris, let's hear you quickly. Go on.
Yes, this issue of MPFL being on live stream can lead in Africa, in Nigeria. Why is it that we cannot show our league or not understand that we have to be on live stream? This country that will buy data, and before you know it, the data is exhausted without you even using the data. The service providers are so poor. So, and league is a big business. I don't know what is wrong with the administrators of this country that we cannot do the right thing, and we keep on moving from bad to worse. What is the? I listened to Enagena
on Tuesday.
Yes, and he made everything plain. Why is it? Yes, league management company. Why is it that they cannot discuss it with DSTV? Nigeria, I believe in Nigeria, in Africa, Nigeria has the head subscription of DSTV and Go TV. Why can't we leverage on that kind of strength and showcase our league to the world? What is happening? You're telling me live screen.
All right.
It cannot. That is rubbish to me.
That's very hard. But thank you so much, Chris, for your thoughts on that particular one. Well, I think it's on different sides now. I mean, depending on where you are, but I do feel maybe we could actually still have it on TV, even if it's probably going to be online. But as Tubem said, the new generation. Today's Sports Live, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Yeah, this is Solomon on the line.
Solomon, let's hear you.
Yeah, I greet your guest in the studio.
Good evening, Solomon.
Great to you. Good evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I love your discussion this afternoon. And I listened to one or two contributors, Lossie and my Nazi millionaire brother, that they cannot pay salary, but they can tell me that if here you could not pay this, at least there are some salary in Atlant that they are collecting to 200,000 or 300,000. I know that not all the players in FPFL that is collecting 1 million. And it's a team that has a player of, say you are paying a salary of 150,000, but you could not pay a salary that you want to tell me that you will do a COVID-19 of what? Of 3 million every week. That you will say that you can do it. You see, look, my brother, you know my problem, our problem in this country, that we just love to tell ourselves, just to deceive ourselves. Look, my brother, yes, COVID-19 is already there. But the question I'm asking, the question you people ask, are we ready to play this APFL league? To me, I would my brother. I would say, okay, if you want the government, since all this why that government has been talking, did you see that they take football to be serious? I listen when all of you have been getting anything from sport. So that is just secondary. Until I'm still saying it, until we agree. We agree to do the right thing, and let's put the right people in the right. Look, I'm ashamed.
All right.
That I'm ashamed that look at Ghana,
Round up
look
now.
at South Africa, look at Kenya. That getting their sport right, but here we are not dropping ourselves, fooling ourselves, thinking that say we are. And okay now, you are not coming now. You could not what show me a PSF. Obina, for how many years now this league has been professional?
All right.
What people are saying.
All right.
You cannot show this league
on TV.
That is what.
All right, we've gotten your point, sir. I've gotten your point. Thank you so much. We have to move on. Today's Sports Live, good evening to you.
Good evening to you all there.
Good evening, Stella West. Welcome to the show.
Testing the players weekly. I think some clubs can afford it. What they need to do is to slash the player salary down. No?
Okay.
I agree with the players. Instead of them staying dormant, that will favor them so that they can practice somewhat a corruption. That is how they behave. That's why you can see somebody who took second on the league.
Come on.
League.
You want to go there now. You want to go there now.
I remember that issue. It pains me a lot, honestly.
Superman, I agree too.
Etu, welcome to the show.
So, what stopped them not to stream this match and not to put it on terrestrial TV? What stopped them? The way
money stopped them.
It says, "Good day, guys. We lack maintenance. We lack maintenance culture. Take, for example, National Stadium in Lagos has been turned into an ordinary playground and supermarket. It's a shame to the NFF." Gary from Rupoko.
All right, one more call and we'll move on to another issue entirely. Today's Sports Live, good evening to you.
Yeah, Obina, sorry.
Quickly.
The South Africa that have the DSTV, tell them about the attendance when they have their Soweto derby. Tell them attendance when Memolado Sundowns is playing. I mean, the stadium attendance.
It's usually packed full.
Tell them the attendance when Orlando Pirates, Kaiser Chiefs, Free State Stars, Demodi Celtic, Super Sports. Tell them the stadium attendance, the physical stadium attendance when these so-called people that
I think Obina is making a very valid point.
Melody Sundowns.
He's making a valid point. I say so because that is actually the root cause of our problems. But I don't like dwelling on problems. I like moving forward. Let's look for solutions. We are trying to buy back the attention of when we have Shooting Stars versus Rangers was a huge game. Iwayan National now, the now Heartland FC, they play against Enyimba. It's a huge encounter, but I mean, Enyimba was not even existing there against Rangers. I mean, they are huge encounters. So what happened? A lot of things happened. Administrative failure, security breaches. I mean, people will get to the stadiums and get beaten. Packaging, everything went south for the league. So these things have to be put on. These people were here before. What made them leave? Have we asked ourselves these questions? They complain about the roads. They complain about security. I mean, they have huge gadgets. They have to transport by road. And we have terrible roads in Nigeria. Carry these things along the road. Some of them get damaged and they cost a whole lot of money. You damage these things, you have to replace them. Are those ones in the contract? Does Nigeria get to pay them back for them? They have to suffer these things which they don't suffer in other countries. So there are a lot of challenges that have to be put in place. But do we dwell in these challenges and not move forward? That's the problem. I'm not saying we cannot be on the terrestrial TV. Matter of factly, we can't even do without it if the league is running properly. We need the terrestrial TV. But I'm saying let them go hand in hand. So that if those that are thinking, oh, I cannot leave
the comfort of my home.
Not even comfort of my home. I cannot leave the European League to be watching the Nigerian League.
Okay.
Use little bits to get them. And before you know it, the followership starts coming gradually. These things are not rocket science. You don't just wake up one morning and see people start following the professional football league. You have to make conscious steps and stop dwelling in the past. You can't dwell in the problems forever.
All right, we have the phone lines buzzing really, but we really have to move on to other matters.
Super Eagles, waiting they happen, waiting they share, we want no. Shana Winch, I've been landing, no matter their plan, no, we go still they fly. Where you do? Where you do? Make you tell me where you be. Finidi make you tell me where you be. Aye Beni make you tell me where you be. Tijani make you tell me where you be. Ataribo make you tell me where you do. Ayobo make you tell me where you be. Papilo make you tell me where you be. Erike Jofo make you tell me where you be. Walele where you do.
All right, we'll move on to the camp of the Super Eagles, and we, of course, hear that 4 players who have been ignored for international duties by Super Eagles manager Gernot Rohr may have another chance to showcase their talents when Nigeria takes on Cote d'Ivoire and Tunisia in Austria next month. The Nigerian Football Federation sources indicate that Victoria Guimaraes midfielder Mikel Agu, who was impressive for his Portuguese club last season, has been included in Rohr's list for the friendlies. Leon Balogun, who moved from Brighton at the end of last season to Glasgow Rangers, has warmed himself back to reckoning after his heroics in Scotland at the start of the new season. His newfound form has not gone unnoticed by Rohr, who has also extended an invitation to him. Another fringe Super Eagles player recalled to camp is Bodo forward Josh Maja. He has been on fire since the new season in Ligue 1. Maja, who has become a regular in the campaign, scored his first Ligue 1 goal in Bodo's win over Amiens last weekend. Noah Joel Sarere Bazi of German Bundesliga side Augsburg, who was last invited in 2016, is also expected to be in the groove when the Eagles assemble in Austria. Meanwhile, somewhere else now, the Portuguese scout who discovered FC Porto new signing Zaidu Sanusi and took him to Gil Vicente has said he will be a fulfilled man when the defender is called up to the Super Eagles. Zaidu, who's 23 years of age, has signed a 5-year contract with Portuguese champions Porto after an excellent season, first season at Santa Clara. Reports now have it that the highly rated left-back will soon enjoy double joy when he's handed his first ever Super Eagles invitation for friendlies against Cote d'Ivoire and Tunisia in Austria next month. And Portuguese scout Alberto Silva said that the call-up will make him completely fulfilled. I'm very happy for him for signing for Porto. He's a kid with an easy smile, Silva told Ebola. Now, I just want to see him get to the national team. Well, guys, let's start off with the Super Eagles, and I'll be starting with you, Chidubem. A quick look at the 2 friendly matches lined up by the Super Eagles. How would you rate the quality of the 2 oppositions, Cote d'Ivoire and Tunisia?
Cote d'Ivoire and Tunisia about the some of the finest teams you can find on the African continent. We are set to play or to continue our qualifiers now, so you can't expect us. Or maybe the reason why we are playing African opponents are obvious. You know, we are going to be playing against African opponents now, oppositions, when the qualifiers come around very shortly. So I think good one. Cote d'Ivoire, quite big challengers to Nigeria, especially in recent times. I mean, we can't forget in a hurry rather what we did to them at the AFCON in 2013 on road, winning the competition as a matter of fact. And Cote d'Ivoire have always been a fine team, especially in the past decade or two. Always coming up with fantastic players. I mean, you can go on naming on and on the kind of players that they parade. These Pepes of this world and the Zahas of this world. You know, they have very fine players, and you won't forget that they are that blessed these days, maybe because you have a Senegal. And I think it's a proper friendly for us as a country to test our strength on the African continent and how far we've come through these days. We've been playing foreign oppositions lately. We've not really played African oppositions except before the African Cup of Nations, where we had to play Senegal and I think one other country. But it's always been European oppositions. But now I think it's well placed that we play African oppositions, since we are going to be playing African oppositions as well in qualifiers. So it's a good one. Cote d'Ivoire will test our strength, like I said. And of course, the other team now, Tunisia. We played them recently at the 2019 AFCON, where we beat them by lone goal scored by Odion Igalo. But I think it's also going to be a good one as well. Tunisia, not particularly similar to Cote d'Ivoire, because they are not so physical as you expect from the typical West African teams who pride in physicality. So I think it's a good one for Nigeria. Some people are talking about the venue, but I don't think that should be an issue, because we know what's on ground already, coronavirus and travel restrictions. So it has to be at a venue that is central and close. Proximity has to be considered in this one. So I think generally it's a good one for our country, good one for the players, at least to keep them fit.
All right, he mentioned some other friendlies we've had in the past. Osage, the Nigerian Football Federation have given us Brazil. Yeah. They've given us Ukraine in the past few months. Now we have, maybe between last year and now we have Cote d'Ivoire and Tunisia. Kudos must go to the Federation, right? Because, I mean, these are about arguably two of the finest teams in Africa.
Yes, definitely. Kudos would go to the Federation. Tunisia is actually placed second on the table, on the listings, when it comes to top 10 African teams according to the FIFA ranking. Ivory Coast, on the other hand, is 10th. Just like what Dubem here said, definitely we are preparing for qualifiers, both World Cup and AFCON qualifiers. The AFCON is very close by. So definitely these are the teams Nigeria the Super Eagles should be trading tackles with now to improve themselves. Playing the North African sides, improve your mental game, because the North Africans are good at mental football. Tactically, and tactical football and mental football. Yeah. They know how to do the delay tactics. I believe that's the reason why we're playing Tunisia, to see how our boys can get used to these North African sides before we get to meet them in the competition proper. Ivory Coast, on the other hand, West African, physical, building the strength of the team. Yes, kudos must go to the NFF. It's a beautiful one. They've actually had the team touch various teams in Europe and now coming down to Africa and picking the best. Picking the best is what I must give them kudos for. They didn't just go picking any team, the Zimbabwean national team, or they actually went for the best, and I must give them a thumbs up for that. All right,
Chidubem, let's come back to Genotro now. Sport for choice in players, in terms of the number of not quality, but number of players he has playing in different club sides in Europe. But looking back at his selection over the past few years, he's been in charge of the Super Eagles. At this time, when it seems like God has blessed us a little bit, maybe not Barcelona, Real Madrid, but we have too many players now fighting for very few positions. Can we count on Genotro, based on what you've seen in the past few years, to pick the right players going forward, not just for these friendlies, but going forward also?
Well, judging by the past,
and he's bringing more. We had he just convinced two. We don't want to talk about convincing players today. He has convinced two more players from the German Bundesliga to join up with the Super Eagles.
National team is like a pool. You can't really chase anybody away from it. People will keep coming. It's an open field. People stroll in and out of the national team. You can't say because this player is just he's just started blooming, so let's leave him first. Look at the English national team, for instance. Immediately you start showing glimpses of specialty. They pick you up.
Very true.
Look at Greenwood, look at Mason Mount. You can mention on and on, even the Tammy Abraham. Who was
even if they have a pool of players.
Exactly. They have quality already, but it's the national team. Once you perform well as a citizen of that country, it's normal practice, or it's goodwill, basically, that you invite somebody who's done well for the country to come don the colours of the country, because it's a thing of pride to play for your national team. I don't know if our players see it that way. Maybe some of them don't, but I think we shouldn't restrict the coaches to a particular set of players. I think it's not going to be right, because you could have players doing well out there who who can't come into the national team. It's not a club that you have transfer ban, transfer restrictions or anything. It is open. There's no rule that says you must invite a particular number of players to the national team at a particular time. It is an open thing. Invite them. Let them come and see if they can actually better what we have already. And I think Kenneth Raw has not done badly in the past times. It's going to be quite wicked, so to speak, to fault him for players who have come into the team and not done well. Because you can go on and on counting countries. In fact, virtually all countries in the world, they have players at one point or the other that have come into the team and didn't work. Even we have that in clubs, talk more of countries. Players will always come. Some of them will flourish, some won't. So it's just like that. I think NRL has been blessed, so to speak. We have quantity now. Might not necessarily be quality, but we have quantity everywhere. We have players in Europe that you can easily see doing quite well for themselves these days, and you can pick them to the national team. And I think as long as they are there, you keep picking them. He's not done badly in the past. With his choices now.
You think he's been smart with them?
Exactly. Some of the formidable players we've had today. Gernot Rohr was in pole position when it came to inviting them to the team. The famous Oyibo Wall, we had Leon Balogun and Truce Tekong. I think it was during his tenure, or maybe before that they came in.
Some of them came in.
Even in more recent times. Look at the Joe Aribo that a lot of people are talking about today. Look at Josh Maja that even came in, gave quite a decent account of himself, and a few other young stars that have come in and have not done badly. Olaino, I think has been there.
Olaino came with him, yes.
Okay, Jamilu Collins and a few of them. So I think he's brought in some players that have become a mainstay in the team, and that is what we expect as a coach. Players will come and go. It's the quality that keeps you in the squad, not age or anything. So I think he should still stay open. If he sees any player that he thinks should be playing for the national team, give them a call up. Let them come and see what they can do. If you add or you think you can better what we have currently in the team, then that player stays. If not, fine and good, the coach can let him go.
All right, Osas, he talked about the fact that he doesn't think Raw has done too badly in terms of the names he's picked in the past few years, but he's convincing more players to come in. And I'm asking myself, is it smart to actually still... we are not talking about the normal thing now, travel and go and talk to players. No. But what I'm saying is it not, have we not come to that particular point in our football where we allow players to indicate interest? Now, we just invite them, and if they say they are not coming, or we check their nationality is German or something, we let them be. Have we not got into, in terms of the number of players we have jostling for each space right there? The Club Brugge coach just said yesterday that he has gotten another Daniel Amokachi in Cyril Dessas. We've not even played that one. We have Victor Osimhen now in Napoli. Is there any need to still see a striker in Germany and that probably is still confused, is not sure yet, and still jostle to get him to play for the Super Eagles at this point in our national team history?
Wisdom, there is something definite here. Football, when it comes to playing for your national team, is very spontaneous. You can actually see a player now, the next moment the player is injured. You can actually see a player now giving you 100%, and the next period the player is giving you a 20%. The doors to the national team are always open, because you can never do much with what you have in hand. Having a lot, there's no harm to having too much when it comes to national team football. Yes. The doors are open. Let these players come. And some of these players are players who have not stepped into the shores of this country before. Definitely you expect them to be confused. They will need somebody, they will need a figure to come and say, please, come. We love you. We want to showcase, we want to be a part of your talent. We want to see your talent right here in direction or channel you want them to go through. So it's okay. Leveraging on this question now to bring back what we had discussed before, talking about having our league being streamed. online. Now you have Gernot Raw. Sometimes the man is actually a very busy person. I know very well the new contract that has been given to him stipulated that he should make out time to watch MPFL games. Now, if you have this streaming out there, some of these players that you see this man going after, inviting them, he actually did not go to the various stadia of those clubs to watch them. He actually saw them online. Now, he could actually see our own players here and have them coming. What I want to see is that competition where local players and foreign players have to fight for shirts, have to fight to make their presence felt in the national team. That is what I want to see. It's one thing to always complain. The man is not looking into the MPFL. The man is not looking at our local players. Have you given him the favorable environment and enabling ground to look into your league by providing these things? It's going to be very difficult. I must repeat it. I must say it. It's going to be very difficult to see Gernot Raw move from one state to the other watching MPFL matches. The best way he can get to see these players are if you have them right there on the screens of his laptop or right there on the screens of his phones. He could follow them up week in, week out, and you'll be so surprised how well the man will get to know these players and work with them.
All right, that's another point. Maybe the streaming thing would help Gernot Raw, but let's not forget, part of his contract is that he will stay here in Nigeria.
No. I personally think he has to go around.
He has to go around.
I mean, we see other coaches. We see other coaches from other countries.
I just hope that particular clause in the contract is not out of how will I call it?
No,
call
he
it
will
bad belly or something.
No. He will want in view of nurturing players.
That's what I'm talking about. You mustn't nurture local players by traveling around. Also, it's possible.
But first-hand viewership. I know you are seen on the internet and all, but I mean, you could be there, talk to the player immediately and all. It cuts even the frenzy of being in the stadium. I think it's something he should witness and buy the Nigerian culture as well, because we see other players, or other coaches rather, at match venues coming to watch games. Southgate, we often see him at venues, honestly, especially the big games. So when he has key interest in a player, you go and monitor him and play football on the pitch. So I think that he should do. But wisdom, just to add, I've always been of the opinion that when it comes to going on one knee or cajoling a player to come to the national team, that's privilege should be reserved for special players. I don't think it should
like
be
Bukayo Saka.
Well, is it that special? Maybe considering what we have now, yes, we could regard him as special. It might not be special to the English national team, but for us as a country right now, he is special because, I mean, how many players can we boast? We have quality, no doubt, but I mean, he's also in that class when it comes to the quality we have. So he's maybe special, so to speak. So I don't think we should be going to beg every other player we see on the streets that has a Nigerian heritage or history to come and play for Nigeria because the person plays in one-ton club somewhere in Europe. So I think it should be down to the coach's prerogative. You see a player you like, you think this player will be very, very important to your team. There's nothing bad in calling the player and say, hey, young man, I've seen what you're doing. You're in Nigeria. Can you come play for us? It now behoves on the player to say, I don't want to, or I want to. It shouldn't be about going to the media like we've seen in time past, making unnecessary statements, flying here and there, and
taking pictures.
Exactly. No, we shouldn't do it that way. We should do things properly. Put out a call that you want to play for us. If you say no, fine and good, let it rest. Except it's a special player. They say special rules are made for special cases. We could make special provisions for special players. If you have a Messi, for instance, I mean, we've seen situations where even the president of Argentina is begging Messi. So that tells you how much of an influence or how much of a special talent he is. So if that case happens in Nigeria, maybe we have a very special player somewhere that we think is going to be the next Messi, the next Ronaldo, the next Maradona, and we think we can cajole him or beg him somehow to play for Nigeria, then I think we can do anything to get him. But aside that, We shouldn't be begging every player to come up for Nigeria. We are bigger than that.
All right, we are bigger than that. It looks like maybe we should start thinking. We should get to that point where we just need a phone call to ask before putting your name. Hey, I want to put your name on the list. Would you play for us? No, just let it go and continue with the list. But let's move on to the phone lines buzzing. But please, you can send in your text message. We'll open the phone lines in a bit to the text message portal 0701 9339 962. You can also send us your tweets at Today95. Tweet at us at TodayFM951 or at Wisdom, or just copy my handle at Wisdom_OB. I'll start with you, Osage. There is a big name that just not very big, but it's a big club in Europe. They've won the Champions League twice. The last time they were champions were in 2004 under Jose Mourinho. FC Porto. They have a Nigerian, Seydou Sanusi. I saw that man this season, and I really saw some set of brilliance inside him. I even doubted. I never thought of Porto signing him. I thought it was going to be a Premier League club or something. They've handed him number 3 jersey. He's going to be part of the team. We have a number 3, or maybe a left back. Let me not say number 3. A left back in Jamilu Collins.
Yeah, we do.
Who plays for SC Paderborn. Was a regular player for the Paderborn side. Has been a regular player for the Super Eagles. No one contests that position with him for now. Or he's been relegated with Paderborn. And we have someone who plays for Porto. Should we start counting the days? Would be maybe an easier way to put it. Is it over for Jamilu Collins in the Super Eagles?
No, I can't say it's over for Jamilu Collins in the Super Eagles. Ever since we saw Tai Taiwo in the Super Eagles, we have actually not had steam competition for. Remember, Tai Taiwo brought the competition for, I think it's certainly for the left. Now we've actually I want to be very happy with the outcome, having this young man and Sanusi right there in Porto, because it's going to bring competition. Now I know Jamilu has been relegated, but you see him try to up his game, because you can actually make your way into the Super Eagles even from a relegated side, depending on how well you perform. Now, if you that's how I used to.
Remember, that's how I used to be in the past as a coach, because I know what you can do for my team. I don't mind if you're a Gareth Bale kept in the bench in Real Madrid. I'll still invite you. But these days, once you leave the club, they probably they might just end up. Ojonika looking back on the front burner, because he moved to Manchester United.
Yes, but we have a certain Bellingham who is making it now. I think he should be 17.
Bellingham,
yes, he should be 17 or 18. Yeah. Where is he? He's somewhere. Championship. He was the championship before moving to Dortmund. Now he had already started making it right there from championship. So it's very possible if you can up your game and become the face of whatever second tier league you've gone to.
Let me just chip in something.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you. Just talking about the championship thing. I just want to say something. I'm not actually cutting you in. The last African AFCON we had, one of our best players was playing the championship.
Okay.
Have you forgotten? Should I remind you?
Okay.
Thank you. So, if Jamilu can become the face of the second tier division where he is, he will definitely get a call up into the Super Eagles.
You're talking nice with you. If you're gonna throw, would you invite? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
No, it might be. If you're gonna throw, Seydou Sanusi plays for FC Porto in the Champions League, plays against Chelsea, plays against Real Madrid, and is a regular player. Will you invite Jamilu Collins ahead of him?
If he's a regular player, yes, I will invite him, because for him to be a regular player, meaning he's giving 100%, yes, or even more to his team. But if he comes in from the bench at sometimes, and I have a Jamilu Collins
who is doing well,
who's the face of the second tier division right there with Paderborn. It doesn't matter. Right there in Germany with Paderborn, I don't think I will want to call Sanusi because he plays in FC Porto ahead of Jamilu Collins. For me, Jamilu will start. If definitely he's doing well, then Sanusi will start. So I feel this will bring in competition. This will open the left back or wing back position in the Super Eagles to further struggles where we'll get the best? Because if I up my game and you do up yours, definitely that position gets the best.
I think just to put things in perspective, Jamil Collins came into the national team. Correct me if I'm wrong. When he was playing in the lower division of the German league, Paderborn weren't promoted then. They only got promoted last season, and Jamil Collins was already in the Super Eagles setup. So I don't think it's really much of a deal if he plays in the lower division or not. It's about how much of a contribution you make in the national team where you play. We've seen players from lower divisions come in and do fantastically well. Shaqiri, for instance, was playing for nobody when he was doing wonders for Switzerland, and even came back to Liverpool and was doing very well for himself. So I think it's about your own personal contribution to the team. I mean, we are talking about a player that hasn't even kicked the ball for Nigeria. I mean, so I think it's quite premature to start comparing him to Jamil Collins, who's a mainstay in the team already. I mean, he's already had his fair share of troubles now when it comes to competition with Olaino. Olaino has been a fantastic player playing on the left wing. He's been pushing Jamil Collins to the edge. I mean, it's difficult to even pick either of the pair. Some days you're thinking, oh, Olaino is the man for the job. Tomorrow you're thinking, Jamil Collins should stay back. And that's feistiness in the competition has been there, and we are enjoying it. And to add another player to that, I think it's going to be good for competition. But generally, I'm thinking, allow this man to come in first. Let him see what he can do with the national team. You can't just be throwing Jamil Collins away because you have someone playing in FC Porto. Porto is not even Real Madrid. It's not Barcelona, for crying out loud. We're talking about FC Porto. No, let's be realistic for crying
former
out loud.
Champions League winners.
Former 2004. I mean, where were they in the past 10 Champions Leagues? Have they gotten to the semi-final, quarter-finals? I mean, who is FC Porto, for crying out loud? They are.
Even in the Portuguese Premier League, sometimes they get beaten at home.
They're a good side. They're a good side, for crying out loud. I mean, if you're talking so much about FC Porto, why not talk about Rangers and glorify them for winning the Scottish Premier League for God knows how many times?
They're not at the same level when it comes to the Champions League.
They're not. We know, but I'm just saying that FC Porto are not so much of a big side to make a player who signed for them or who's so to
just
speak,
joining them.
Just joined them with the kind of flourish he's joined them. Maybe if we had a player, even Victor Osimhen, for instance, joining Napoli with the kind of support and everything, the razzmatazz that he got joining Napoli, the hype, we have to be excited. But not a player joining Porto. I don't think a Nigerian joining Porto should give us that much excitement, because I don't think Porto is in that level where we think a new Messiah has come. If he was a player signing for Barcelona, for instance, I mean, if you have a Nigeria signed by Barcelona, I mean, look at what happened to Odion Igalo. Everywhere was thrown into into a frenzy, basically, because it's something big, something huge for a Nigerian to be starting for Manchester United. I mean, it's been a while we saw that. So I don't think a player playing for Porto deserves that much, attention like we're giving him. Yes, he's a good player, or at least from what we've seen in the past. But let him come to the national team first. Let's see what he can. Exactly. Let's see what he can do, and let's see if he can better what we have already before we start judging him.
0817-0000951 0810-951-0951. I'll take it again. 0817-0000951 0810-951-0951. Good evening to this Sports Live.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Sounds like Albert.
Yes, good evening to Joseph. You're welcome.
Quickly, go on with your thoughts.
Good evening.
Good evening, Albert.
To be honest, Wisdom, where you play does not matter. You understand? So long you play with him, because enough. And something I have to tell you, when he went to the World Cup in France, he was playing second division. Benjamin Pavard, and he was one of the best in the World Cup.
Exactly.
You understand? So when you play, it does not matter. It is your form to bring you to the national team. You understand? So when you play well, second division, third division, you can also play in national team. Because it's going to bring you, fine. You understand? It doesn't want you should go away.
All right.
But so long it's still good, I think you should come back and fight for his place.
Okay, thank you so much, Albert. Today's Sports Live, good evening. Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Please speak up. We add some energy.
Oh, my name is Vincent.
All right, let's hear you, Vincent.
Yes, I shall bring you greetings in the name of the Lord.
We are also welcoming you in the name of the Lord. Come on, go on. Happy Sunday.
I've been following your conversation with keen interest.
Okay.
First of all, we have terms of work. When you get the work, they give you terms. I'm talking about Kenneth Roy. Hello?
Yeah, we are hearing you. Quickly, go on.
Okay. Kenneth Roy was giving terms. He doesn't have to stream before he identifies players. Southgate, England national team coach. You watch him in the English Premier League. You see him on the stadium, going from one stadium to another.
Yeah.
Kenneth Roy can move to our stadium. We have correct eyes from state to state. So he doesn't have to be online to stream player before he identifies players. He has been given terms of work. Let him go around the nation. Go to Kano, go to Aba, go to Port Harcourt. Come to our stadium. That are the terms of the. You are giving paid too much money to do all those things. To move right. Don't have to go to road. So that's my own.
All right.
Secondly, about this Sanusi coming. Cannot someone that just came in from Bundesliga and they are going to relegation. A player is as good as the team is playing for. This guy, before Porto will give him 5 years contract, it's exceptionally good. Porto is up there, talking at players from season to season. So this player is as good. A player is as good as the team of team. This Sanusi Collins, Jamil Collins, he has been relegated. We saw him play.
All right.
So that's my question.
All right. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Today Sports Live. Good evening to you.
Superman.
Lawson.
Yeah, do you know that I stay in this my house, in my bedroom, here in Yenegua, and watch Soweto? Do you know? So even forget the 75,000 capacity. What we are saying is that I can stay here and see that Soweto derby. So that's how easy they have made it. So I don't know, sometimes when people argue, I fail to understand the point they are making. But that's not what I want to even talk about.
Good, just make it open.
Don't understand. Why is it that he's still bringing in players? Is it that he's still building a team with a Superman?
Well, Southgate brings in players every time. Southgate still brings in players.
Does he have Kenneth Roy? Does he have first 11 right now as he speaks? Because he's been on this same page for how many years now? By now, we are talking about having 11, bringing them together, playing together, at least that gel, you understand? And all that, that's what we should be talking about. It is not always that any player you see, any player to block it, just like what Victor AJZ said. Any player I just see, so far I have that is a Nigerian system, you just carry him into the team. You are not even looking at players at the home level here. All right, of manager is Kenneth Roy, honestly. I don't understand. Collins, honestly, I don't know. Collins matter. You don't even need to begin to consider someone else.
All right,
you understand? You don't. Maybe you begin to see one or two. He's very good in that position.
Okay.
And then now you want to go and bring Superman. The question I'm asking is, Kenneth Roy, does he have a first 11?
Thank you so much, Lawson. But just to clarify things, he's not the one calling Seydou Sanusi. No, I'm the one actually asking the question because of what Sanusi is doing and the fact that, the last caller said before, Lawson, that a man is as good as the club he plays for. I'm the one making, not Kenneth Roy. He didn't call Seydou Sanusi. The agent is only expecting Roy to do so. Today's Sports Live, good evening to you.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Quickly, let's
John
hear you.
This is John again.
John, quickly.
Yeah. You see, I hope that before we are going to get a good team up, we should go back to the time of Westerhoff when he took Okosha and others on, playing in Nigeria, playing Tunisia, or all these club side that is like all these countries there. They were winning them like no way. They were playing football. To me, it is that time I see that we've got players in Nigeria because they took the boys out. No Nigeria knew where they are until the day the football is out before they brought them out when they started playing. So we should think back the time of that coach. So I believe we are going to do something better if we think back to
Westerhoff. All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. On Twitter, Bowie Precious at Bowie Precious 8 says, Wisdom, good afternoon. And good afternoon, Bina, and the rest of the crew. How is Emeka? Let me first appreciate you guys for keeping us abreast about sports and football in particular. Please tell all Blues fans that with good goalkeeper arrival this season, we'll do better, and let's keep the faith. Okay, we're not talking about the Blues particularly, but we got your message, Precious, from the message portal.
Okay, we've got here. It says, please, we want the manager of Super Eagles to work on goalkeepers. Keepers is one of the major problems we're having. Gary from Rukboku. Then we have this one here, though you didn't put in your name. You say, please allow my wife to eat. DJ, more fire. Super Eagles, the world is shaking. Carry go. Your number ends with 943. Then on WhatsApp, we've got a message here from Frank in Rumukrushi. He says, what picture quality are we streaming?
Okay.
Is it not the same MPFL grounds that are not picture and camera friendly? Bet you streaming Pele's video will be better. A lot of improvement is needed to sell the MPFL content.
All right, that's where we just have to draw the curtains. We can't pick any more of your calls, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you to Chidubem, who get crashed into the building. He says he's on loan, maybe just for today, but after we round up from here, we'll get to know more about that. But thanks to Osage also, who came around, and thank you too for listening. I mean, we can't be here without you. Thanks for your contributions also. My name is Wisdom Obina. The show makes a return tomorrow. 3 p.m. will be the time for another edition of Today's Sports Time. But before that, we have Sports Attack that comes up by 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Until then, stay safe and keep it locked on this dial. Today FM 95, rocking one.
Hallelujah. Eagles are winning today. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Eagles are winning today. Bani me Russia, Jordan the Iceland, the Babu, Abuyakama one them, Ibana me Putin, Jida Argentina, Mary, Abuyakama, hallelujah, hallelujah, Eagles are winning today, hallelujah, hallelujah, Eagles are winning today. Say, Ajala, Ajala, I'm at your pinnacle. You turn everything around one day. It is too much. Get raw. You do. Coach is standing to Yusuf. Imama Amapakabo. Aloyago. I see you. So you happy with me. Yusuf Ahmed Fresh. Dayo Enebi. Chidin Goka. Dr. Geran. I must say the physio. Patrick Pascal. I salute Honorable Sports Minister Solomon Dalon. LMC Chairman Shebu Chico. Udo. But Chairman, Nigerian Women Men, Tony Bitoye, Super Eagles Media Officer.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
When the union inspiration through the workers' blood Sharon, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is bigger than the feeble strength of one? So the union.
The organized labor in Rivers State, made up of the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress, draws the attention of the Rivers State government, which are failure of government to conclude and sign an agreement with organized labor as required by extant labor statutes on the implementation of the new national minimum wage, which became effective since April 18, 2019, when the new national minimum wage of 30,000 naira became law in Nigeria. Non-implementation of the annual salary increment by the Rivers State government under your leadership since assuming office in 2015. Non-implementation of promotions by the Rivers State government since your assumption of office in 2015. Non-payment of outstanding salary arrears for workers comprising February and March 2016 salaries, which were unpaid due to biometric tests ordered by the Rivers State government. Non-payment of health workers in October 2017 owing to the participation in the national Johesu strike. Non-payment of gratuity and pensions to pensioners since the assumption of office as the governor of Rivers State in 2015. The failure to clear the arrears of pension and gratuity indebtedness has become the living nightmare of senior citizens who are being punished for serving the state. These pensioners are dying in droves as a result of neglect. Failure to employ our youth since assumption of office in 2015. Failure to revive the collapsed River State Local Government Pension Board and the reinstatement of 110 Awuda West local government workers. Our youth are not thugs. Stop using them as task force. Non-inclusion of tertiary institutions and others in the new national minimum wage scheme adopted by the River State government, and the sealing up and vandalization of Secretariat of the Nigerian Labour Congress River State Council by agent of the River State government. We are not slaves in River State. Being a public servant is not a curse. Promotion is a right and not a privilege, and we are tired of promise and failed government. Above all, the organized labor demands a safe environment for workers and the entire people of River State. Hence, from Monday 7th September 2020, 12 midnight, all workers in the state, both public and private sectors, are advised to suspend her services in River State. You are hereby expected to come out en masse for a protest on Tuesday 8th September 2020 by 7 a.m. at number 12 Igboku Street, D-Line, Port Harcourt, to be led by the national leadership of our great unions. This message is powered by the Joint Action Committee of the Organized Labor River State.
The hottest and latest news when it happens, where it happens, and how it happens. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Hello. My name na Mary. I happy to come share this wonderful opportunity with you now. This opportunity, call am daily income stores opportunity. This store na one store wey don dey for 13 years. This store is approved by the government. This store, the place I dey for my house. For radio now I hear am. We are just sit down dey think how my life wan be. I hear say if I shop one time, drop my account number, say as other people dey shop after me, na so I go begin dey get pay. I say, make I go try. I see say this later because other people don't come shop after me. I begin dey get pay. You where they hear me, gather your things, carry your phone near your body. Make I give you phone number where you go text enjoy to sharp. Yes, because you need to text enjoy to this number.
0810 123 3237. Again, 0810 123 3237. 0810 123 3237.
A lot of persons don't believe say with your ATM, if you go bank, go there, go slot in that card and money could come out. Some people when mobile banking come out, they no believe say if you sit down for your room, they do send money give for another person account. Now the same thing where they happen for daily income stores now, where you go do only shopping. As you the shop finish, you go drop your account number. Then you go come they get paid as other people shop after you from daily income stores. And that's why we the whole program to show people how this store they work. And for you to be part of this program, you need to send us message. Just send us enjoy. Put for this number so that you go get the place where the program go happen.
The number now
0810 123 3237. Again, 0810 123 3237.
Daily income store na innovation. Daily income store dey open our eye to so many things. Thing wey be say 10 years ago they go say na lie, na juju, e no fit happen. Today e don real. When me hear I say e no go happen, but today na me dey tell you say may you not be me wey down daily income stores for 3 years. I no gree go daily income store until one day I waka say my eye I go take and see wetin dey here. So now I waka go daily income store and I dey tell you say may you not waste time. Come to this shopping where dem go shop, because na 2 times we dey shop a day. 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock we go shop. And for you to come, abeg, just text enjoy to this number.
0810 123 3237. Again, 0810 123 3237.
My people are the great because my life don't change. I go use service, I come back. I no get work. 1 year pass, 2 years pass, 3 years pass. Certificate don't dey rotten for my hand. Now I can't hear Daily Stores radio. Now I can't say, oh boy, make I go see. After all, nothing I go lose. They no go force me, make I shop if I no want shop. Now after the program, I can't say, oh boy, na real. Now I can't shop soap, shop toothpaste, shop those things why they use it. There for hamper. I no forget to drop my account number. Surprisingly, as people come they shop after me, now I can't they get daily alert. So Daily Stores na real. We all the product where they store, it are NAFDAC certified. All the product where they store they sell, in a good product. So we dey use them every day. And the good thing about daily shop, shop. Now they will give first 20 people free product.
Make I give you phone number where you go text enjoy to sharp. Yes, because you need to text enjoy to this number.
0810 123 3237. Again, 0810
fault. But if you die poor, na your fault.
Yes, because you need to text enjoy to this number.
0810 123 3237. Again, 0810 123 3237. 0810 123 3237.
Voice of the people. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Hello and good evening. This is the news update on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM. I am Success David. In July this year, the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, disclosed this and said the amount represented 84% of the 36.3 billion naira public funds and donations received by the federal government to tackle the pandemic. Idris said there was a balance of 5.9 billion naira. The Accountant General said this in response to a Freedom of Information request. Joint Deputy Director Kolawole Olu that the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 spent 22 billion naira while 36 states spent 7 billion naira on COVID-19. The 14.7 million euros. The suspects, including Babatunde Adesoya and Akin, the suspects were said to have cloned the corporate website of IL, a representative of the German state of North Rhine-West Personal Protective Equipment. The All Progressives Congress has explained why its National Working Committee, led by Adams Shomile, was dissolved. The party, in documents filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja by its lawyer, Lateef Fagbemi, said the sack of the Shomile-led NWC was informed by the need to end the various internal crises that pervaded the party's rank and file. APC, in a counter affidavit it filed against a suit by Kalu Agu, who claimed to be a member of the party in Abia State, said the crisis that had characterized its affairs ended immediately the caretaker and extraordinary convention planning committee led by Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni was set up. It argued that the suit by Agu was designed to dissuade the APC to sack the Shomile-led NWC. APC further said that Buni and other members of its National Caretaker Committee are eminently qualified for their appointment and prayed with the court to dismiss the suit. Justice Taiwo has scheduled ruling for September 18th on whether or not the case could be heard during the court's ongoing long vacation. The Emir of Bauchi State, Alhaji Riwanu Suleiman Adamu, says the pragmatic approach by governance adopted by the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has endeared him to many Nigerians. The Emir made the assertion when the Bauchi State Governor, Senator Bala Mohammed, led Governor Wike on a courtesy visit to the Emir's palace. The Emir noted what he said is the commitment with which Governor Wike has served the interests of his state and passionately improved the socio-economic welfare of the people. On his part, Governor Wike appealed to the royal father to also find joy in counseling the governor and other political representatives to offer the best to the people. Also speaking, the governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed, described Governor Wike as one of the best performing governors in the country. Meanwhile, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike says he is impressed by Bauchi State government on how the state has defied COVID-19 pandemic to provide critical infrastructure for the people. Speaking at the symbolic flag off of construction of 2 roads within Bauchi town, Governor Wike said the roads would attract development to that part of the state. Governor Wike flagged off a 4-kilometer Bauchi Township road and a 2.6-kilometer road in Bununu town. He stated that Bauchi people are happier as they see optimal use of the mandate by a governor who he said has not relented in working for that general good. Governor Wike also commended the Bauchi State governor for improving the internally generated revenue profile of the state. Former governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State, Dakuku Peterside, has called on Governor Nyesom Wike to negotiate with the organized labor in the state to avoid avoidable controversies and industrial action. Both the Rivers State government and the organized labor have been at loggerheads over what the labor says is the governor's neglect of workers in the state in terms of promotion, payment of new minimum wage, pensioners' dues, arrears of salaries, and hoarding of labor leaders in the state. Peterside, in a statement issued by his media team, wondered why Governor Wike's administration was treating workers with what he described as levity and disdain, given the fact his government will rely on these same workers to achieve its programs. The former Director General of NIMASA asked the governor to look into the genuine concerns of the workers who he said deserve to be remunerated like their counterparts nationwide following the passage of new minimum wage into law by President Muhammadu Buhari. He advised workers to remain steadfast in their agitation to get what are their rights and privileges while calling on leaders and Rivers people to mount pressure on the governor to meet with the organized labor and avoid an unnecessary crisis in the state. The leadership of National Youth Council of Nigeria, led by Sokubo Saribe, has slammed the factional state chairman of the NYCN, Chijoke Uhunwo, over his comments on the disagreement between the state government and organized labor. Chijoke Uhunwo had, in an event in Port Harcourt, berated the organized labor over its announcement of a planned protest in Rivers State. But the administration officer NYCN, Prince Barine Yali, in his reaction, distanced Rivers youth from the statement of Ihunwo, who he said has no mandate to speak for them. Barine Yali insisted that it is not the position of NYCN to meddle into the disagreement between labor union and state government.
And it is made known to the whole world that Chijoke Ihunwo has no authority to act or make statement on behalf of the National Council of Nigeria Rivers State Chapter on any issue, including the conflict between the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Rivers State government. It is not the duty of the National Council of Nigeria Rivers State Chapter or any youth organizations to unnecessarily or unlawfully interfere with the issues which are presently between the NLC and the Rivers State government. I'm appealing to the youths of Rivers State to ensure they strongly disregard or discountenance any statement made by Chijoke Uhunwo.
And on the foreign scene, police have launched a murder investigation after being called to report of stabbings in Birmingham city center in the early hours of today. One man died, another man and a woman suffered serious injuries, while 5 others received injuries which were not thought to be life-threatening. Chief Superintendent Steve Graham said there were no suggestion the attacks were terror-related. West Midlands police are hunting for one suspect in relation to the attacks. And that was the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Do not forget, take responsibility, wash your hands frequently with soap under running water, avoid touching your face and high contact surfaces to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Good evening, I am Success David. Please stay tuned.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Talking to representatives of daily income stores. Let me know your name first of all.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Engineer Ofon Obokodom, of course, the MTC of Ofon Division Nigeria Limited.
Okay, so what is daily income stores? What's that?
Daily income store is a store actually that all you need to do is to walk into this store. Only once in a year you do your shopping, then drop your account details. As other customers are shopping after you, you are getting daily alert. This store is already 12 years old in over 100 countries. We are 6 years old already in Nigeria. And the people keep asking us questions, what exactly is this store selling? Actually, we are not selling anything far from our normal human being daily needs and wants. For example, now you are hearing us right now. You can never stay for 1 month without not brushing your mouth. You're going to spend money either on chewing stick or paste to brush your mouth. If you're also hearing us right now, you can never stay for 1 month without not taking your bait. You're going to spend money either on liquid soap, powder soap, or solids to take your bait. That means that human being daily needs and wants can never be satisfied. And you can never stop shopping. You have been shopping every day. You are not making money every day. You deserve to make money every day. So Daily Income Stores has this advancement in technology, has this innovation that all you need to do is to shop only once from this store, drop your account details, and get paid every day as other customers shop after you. That is why we are holding a powerful training, because we realize that so many people has been going to this store, shopped, and they walk out of the store. They don't know to drop their account details. So they walked out ignorantly. That's why people don't know. So we are going to hold a training tomorrow to show you how this store works. The training is going to happen in 2 sections. Tomorrow, you are 11 a.m. time. You cannot come by 11 a.m. You can come by 4 p.m. in the evening after work. The good news is that you have to send us a text, enjoy. Want the part of the training tomorrow, send enjoy tomorrow.
0816 278 6761. Again, 0816 278 6761.
We will reserve a seat for you to be the training tomorrow.
I'm a bit interested in how this innovation works. So you say just go shop once.
Okay, yes.
So I'll come in, do my regular shopping just
once in a year.
And then I earn it for a lifetime.
As other customers are shopping after you, that means there's a percentage of each product, toothpaste, soap, beverages that we have in our store that's also come to you as a customer who shop first.
Just one time?
Just one time. That is why the training is important. This store is already here. Of course, people don't know about it. That is why the training is more important. It's just like withdrawing money from the ATM machine. People never believe that you can withdraw money from ATM card. I know a woman that told me that that is not possible, so she refused to collect the ATM card. When mobile app came on board, people never believe that you can transfer money from your mobile phone to somebody's account. This is technology. This is advancement technology. The same technology is what Daily Income Stores has. That once you shop once, you drop your account details. Of course, as other customers are shopping after you, you're going to get daily alert. We are not new. We're already 4 years in Port Harcourt, 6 years in Nigeria, and 12 years old in over 100 countries. That is why the training is occurring tomorrow.
This is real.
It's real. That's why we say come for the training. By 11 o'clock, you will see us. And of course, by 4 p.m., it's just 1 hour training. And the time again is 11 o'clock tomorrow. And by 4 p.m. in the evening. The number to send us a text, enjoy. For those who want to really enjoy life.
0816 278 6761. Again, 0816 278 6761.
You can come by 11, it's okay for you. You are too busy in the office already, you're going to somewhere. You can come by 4 p.m. in the evening.
Fantastic. So I have 2 people here with us in the studio, and let me just quickly know their name. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Victor Billy.
Victor Billy?
Yes.
Okay, good to meet you. And you are?
My name is Harry Frank.
Harry Frank, okay. Victor, let me start with you. Are you part of this here? Have you gone to this store? Have you purchased anything there? And are you earning anything? Honestly, tell us the truth now.
Thank you, my sister. You know, the daily income stores, like every other person is hearing out there now. I heard about the daily income stores on radio. Actually, it was on a Saturday. I did not go to work. I just tuned to the radio. I heard that the program is going on. In daily income stores, you can shop once, you drop your account details, you get paid as other customers shops after you. I was so curious. I was wondering, how possible is it that you shop, you drop your account details, you get paid as other customers